Thomas told Steffi and Finn he ain't gonna let neither one of them stop him from seeing his son. I said, yep, this gonna be some mess. Maybe Finn had a point. But hey y'all, and welcome back to another review with Life with Chelsea. This is for the Bold and Beautiful February 17th, 2023. Okay, so Hope's still disappointed and everything. So Steffi sees that and she thanks Hope for taking care of her nephew and everything. Well, I'll be saying and everything. But yeah, Steffi promises to protect Douglas and to be cautious of Thomas. I said, yep, this gonna be some mess. This gonna be some mess. And so Thomas was talking to Eric, and he was saying how now with him over there at his sister house, he could see him whenever he wanted and everything. And Eric was telling him basically, Hope never kept you from seeing your son. And I said, right. I said, now he might be right because they was like talking about, full custody and just how, I mean, I understand because Thomas do be doing some stuff. He be doing a lot. But I said, yeah, he do got a point because, yeah, when he presented them with their paperwork and Hope just was like excited at the fact that they would have full custody. So I was like, you got a point. And then she did tell him that they had to have a serious conversation about Douglas, but they never showed it because that's probably why he went and drawed up their paperwork. But yeah, but Eric was basically the whole time trying to warn him, don't go over there, call before you go. It may not be what you think it is. You have to earn it back and all this. And he didn't want to hear it. He was like, I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to take my chance. I said, fool. You fool. But yeah, it's going to be some mess, y'all. So, Taylor and Brooke at Deacon's restaurant. And they're talking about Douglas and everything. And Taylor said she feels for Hope's mama heart and everything. I said things have changed. They agreed that there will be no more feud, Brooke versus Taylor. They only want what's best for Douglas. I said that's a good thing. Thomas reveals that he already about to go to Steffi's, and Eric warns him that it may not be a good idea to go over there. Hope lets Douglas know that she is just a phone call and a text away. Thomas is convinced that Steffi won't keep him from his son. Eric advises Thomas to call first before he go over there. He's talking about son, I don't need permission. Basically, he don't need permission to go see his son. And the fool gonna go, he gonna go over there anyways. Deacon tells Brooke and Taylor he proud of them for not, because they getting along and everything. Then he gonna say something, y'all sure y'all ain't got one last cat fighting in you? But they tell him that Douglas decided to live with Steffi. Liam tells Hope he's proud of her because of how she's dealing with everything since they dropped off Douglas. So Douglas, he wise for his age. He's definitely wise. So he's talking to Steffi and Finn. I thought he was about to ask them for a favor or something because he was like, I think he said that or something like that. And I said, what he about to ask them for? But he was like, it was basically such a tug of war between his mom and his dad, so he figured it'll be best to just live with Steffi because she loved him and that is his aunt. And I said, you're a wise young man. So he didn't want to disappoint them or hurt them. But so Thomas done came. He barely knocks on the door. He ain't wait for them to say, come in. He walks through the door. I said, I knew he was coming. I said, I knew it. So Steffi asked what he's doing there, and he said his son lives there, which basically means he will too. He will too. And I said, you about to get a shock of your life because Steffi ain't gonna let this go down. But while he over there at Steffi's, Hope is talking to Liam about Thomas and everything. She's worried that Thomas would have full advantage or take advantage of the fact that Douglas is over there. And Leon just trying to reassure her, that Steffi gonna make sure she protects Douglas from Thomas. And I was like, I don't know. They could just, this a bunch of mess. This a bunch of mess. And it's gonna be some mess because now Steffi Mama Bear times three. Steffi Mama Bear times three. And Thomas what he gonna do? I wonder what he gonna do next. But Thomas tells Steffi he's glad that Douglas is there because he gets to see him whenever he wants. So Steffi tells him that's not how it gonna be. The look on his face when she said that. So he wants to know if she's saying she'll keep him from his son. She trying to explain to him that it's not going to happen that he gotta be patient. He has to work through all of his issues and everything because she believes that him and Douglas can form a strong bond again. And he ain't trying to hear none of that. He ain't trying to hear none of it. So he gets to talking crazy to her and everything, talking about he is Douglas's father because she reminded him well, she told him that she made a promise to Hope, and he was like, "What Hope got to do with this?" And then she was like, "That's his mother," and he was like, I'm his father." I said, and so Finn came down the steps. I said, "Oh Lord," because y'all know he don't play about her. Remember, he had to get Thomas straight the other day, not the other day, but one day some months ago, when I think they was arguing about her telling the secret at the wedding. I said, he like, "Do not speak to my wife that way." I said, "Yeah, that's right, protect her." Then he was like, he asked Thomas to leave. He asked Thomas to leave. So I said, maybe this is what Finn was talking about when he's like, he don't want to mess up what they got going on. And I was like, if that's the case, then he's right. He's definitely right. But he told them, now you asking me to leave. He said, he told Steffi, "You or Finn ain't gonna stop me from seeing my son, keep me from my son." I said, "Oh Lord, what Thomas gonna do next? What is he gonna do next?" And I said, "Man, listen, all this could have been avoided. Thomas had to do what he did, and they hadn't gave Douglas so much power. If they hadn't gave him the opportunity to choose who he wanted to live with, or been arguing back and forth and stuff, none of this would have happened. Now it's gonna be some mess." And I said that's probably why Finn was hesitant and was like, "No, he don't know about this," or he just protective of what he is. Cause you see how he came down them steps. I said, "Y'all be testing Finn's gangster. Y'all be wanting him. Y'all be wanting Finn to go off." I was like, I'm waiting on the day that Finn goes off, because I know he got it in him. I always say this: if you've been listening to me for the past how long I've been doing YouTube, I keep starting over. This time I'm gonna try to stick to it though. But 3 years, over 3 years now, since January of 2022, not 2022, January of 2020. I said, the moment he came to Stephanie's life and he used to stare at that picture on the wall and his voice used to get deeper anytime he was mad and stuff, or he was talking to Liam, I said, "Yeah, come on, let it out, Finn. Come on, let that side of Sheila out, or just the side of you, because we don't even know. Ain't no DNA test yet about it. Nobody did a DNA test, I don't think." But yeah, I was like, "Let it out, Finn. Let it out." I was like, "Let it all the way out. Show that side of you." But yeah, Finn was telling him he ain't gonna talk to his wife like that. And I was like, "Yep." And Steffi was just sitting there, they quiet. But I said, I wonder on Monday's episode, would they actually go back to that whole scene? Or would they just show Thomas dwelling or thinking back to his conversation with Steffi and Finn? And what would he do next? What type of paperwork? Can he do it? Because they say it's legally binding now. So they can't come up with something else better, or a better decision, or a better plan now that she done signed the documents. I'm guessing she signed the documents. But they did say this week they supposed to been coming up with a plan. So I'm guessing the plan was to stay with Steffes and hope that he would get sick of being there and want to come back home. But I said, that's the plan. I said, I don't know. He might actually like it there. I said, "You might like it there, and then what y'all gonna do?" But I said, I feel like Steffi is gonna get attached. Well, it is her nephew, but I mean like in a motherly way. And it's gonna be hard for her to let go unless they come up with another plan. But I said none of this really matters unless they actually trying to make a storyline centered around Douglas and stuff. Because we don't see the kids. We don't see none of them. So what was the point of this whole storyline? But excuse me, they haven't released any of the spoilers yet for next week's episode. But when they do, I'm gonna make a video and hopefully they tell us what's gonna happen in regards to, Thomas, Steffi, Finn, Douglas. I about to say Willow, but that's on General Hospital. Who else? Sheila and Deacon. Sheila and Deacon, because that's what I'm waiting to see too. Because we haven't seen Bill since what? We haven't seen him all this week. Did we see him last week? I'm not sure if we seen him last week, but we haven't seen him. He ain't seen this woman over here sneaking and creeping with Deacon. So yeah. But I think that's it. Everything. I just ended it with what would Thomas do next, because of what he told them, they ain't gonna keep him from his son. But yeah, this gonna be some mess. It's gonna be beef between Steffi and Thomas over Douglas. So okay, he didn't want it to be a tug of war between his mom and daddy, but now I seen it might be a tug of war between Steffi. I mean, not really, because if she signed a document, it's legally binding. But now what would he do? But yeah, they should have gave him a better storyline. But y'all let me know, what did y'all think of this episode down below? Lord Jesus. Y'all let me know down below what y'all thought of this episode, and what type of storylines do y'all want to see, because this ain't it. I said the same thing on my review for General Hospital. This ain't if you watch General Hospital 2, the whole Ryan Chamberlain thing could have been done better. The Willow thing could have been done better, all of that. But yeah, comment down below what y'all thought. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great week. A great week. Oh, shoot. Have a great rest of the Lord Jesus. Get it together, girl. Have a great rest of the day. Have a good weekend. Be safe as always. Don't forget to comment your thoughts. Until next time, deuces.